Is there anything you'd like to say to everyone?
Yes.
And just what might that be?
I'm not perky. That's for damn sure. But I want to be.
You do?
I want to smile and sing and dance and be Pocahontas in Gary's vision.
Oh, darling, do you really mean it? Isn't she pretty?
She's scaring me!
Hey guys, it's Jessie. As you can probably tell from the intro today, I'm going to be doing a Wednesday Addams Halloween look. In a couple of my last videos, I said that this was my idea of what I was going to be for Halloween, so this is going to be kind of my test run to see how it looks before the big day. I'm going to start off by just putting my bangs back with a headband. They're a little out of control, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to straighten them out or leave them regular or pin them back. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with them, so I'm just going to put them back for right now and deal with that later. I'm going to start by moisturizing with my Skyn Iceland cooling lotion. This is so nice to use in the morning because it kind of helps you wake up, because it gives you that like blast of, I don't know what it is, menthol or whatever. It just gives your face like a cool little blast, and it kind of makes you... My lips are ridiculously dry and chapped right now. And I'm gonna prime with my NYX Pore Filler. I have been really liking this lately. So I always joke when I put my foundation on that I look pale as a ghost. Well, today I'm really gonna look pale as a ghost because I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Long Wear Illuminating Foundation in the shade White. I do see the sun every once in a while, but Wednesday Addams looks like she never leaves the house. This should be really exciting. Oh my God. Oh yeah. I want to make sure I get my ears too, since they're going to be showing. So I want to make sure that's all in my ears and down my neck. It's garbage day, so if you hear any weird noises, it's the garbage man coming to take our trash. This is so sexy. Oh my God. Okay, so I put this first layer on and it's looking a little patchy, and obviously that's because this is so far off my skin color and it's not body paint. So, so it's obviously gonna look a little patchy because it's not blending in with my natural skin color. So I'm gonna go in with a little more and just concentrate on the areas that need it, and hopefully we'll even this out a little bit more. I'm not super worried because I am gonna go in with powder, but I don't want to look like I have a skin condition more so than it already does. And I want to make sure I'm taking this all the way up into my lower eye, because I'm not going to go in with any concealer, obviously, because this is white AF. And so I want to make sure that every part of my face is covered with this. Oh my god, this is quite a look. Okay, I think this looks as good as it's going to. So next I'm going to set everything with powder. Obviously the whitest powder that I have is the RCMA no color powder, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm gonna take my poor beauty blender. My beauty blender is like, what did I do to deserve this? And I'm setting everything because I'm gonna go in with a lot of powders, and so I want everything to blend out really nicely, which it will do if everything has a powder to sit on. Okay, we're just gonna keep rolling because, I don't know, this is what it is. I want my brows to be black. I feel like all the products I have are mostly just brown. So I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Gel Liner in the shade Timber to fill in my brows. I'm just going in with a really light hand. I'm not really doing anything too crazy. I just want to kind of extend them out a little bit. Like so. Next, I'm gonna start on my eyes. So I'm gonna go in pretty minimal, but I want to deepen up my crease. So first I'm gonna go into MAC Soft Brown, and I'm taking a small brush and just a little bit of product, and I'm just gonna start slightly kind of tracing that out. I wanna look kind of gaunt and sunken in. And I'm gonna take that all the way from my nose and kind of create this circle right there, like that. Just a little bit above my natural crease. And with that same shade, I'm gonna take a little bit and very lightly just kind of run it under here. I wanna kind of create these eye bags. I want to make it look like she hasn't slept because she's plotting world domination. I'm not going to go in with a ton of color with this look because I want to keep it as black and white as possible, but I do want to bring a little bit of color into the eyes, just create that depth that I want. And so I'm going to use MAC Sketch, and I'm taking this little Elizabeth Mott blending brush. And I'm gonna start out with just a tiny amount of product, and I'm gonna go over where I put down that first color. I really like this kind of dark purpley because I feel like that's gonna keep it kind of goth looking. I don't even really want it to look like color. I really just want it to look like depth in my eye. I want to keep this rounded on the outer edge. That's what I'm trying to do right now. It's because I want it to look like my whole socket. You can see my eye, the shape of my eye socket right here. So I'm kind of following that natural line and bringing that a little bit down right here. Okay, and while I'm doing this, I'm also gonna take that sketch and run it underneath my eyes. And I just wanna make sure I keep blending into that inner corner and into like my little nose contour, because I want my face to look very sunken in. Okay, and finally, I'm going to take Makeup Geek Corrupt. I'm using a really fluffy little Morphe brush because I don't want to pack a lot of product in here. I want it to look natural and not too packed on. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this to start, of course, and I'm just going to keep this actually a little bit lower, more on my natural crease line, because I really want to use this to really sink my actual eyes back. And I want this to just blend into that sketch color so you don't even really see it. I look dead. I'm gonna take a little bit of that also and just keep running it down my nose to contour my nose. This foundation gave me a lot of nose texture, so I'm just keeping my beauty blender here to just go over anytime that texture comes through too much. But yeah, it's happening. And I don't want that to look like black lines on my face, so I'm just blending it out a little bit to make it look like it's more natural, and I'm just blending it out with my beauty blender. Next, because this is a Glam Wednesday Addams look, we gotta give it a little eyeliner. So I'm gonna go in and make a little line and a little bit of a wing with my NYX Epic Liner. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but I do wanna give it a little bit of a wing. Then I'm gonna take a little bit more of Sketch and just keep it in my eye socket. Just deepen that up just a tiny bit. I threw on some Heidi lashes by Lena lashes because I had these lying around, and I lined my lower waterline and threw on some mascara. I wanted to have those spider lash effects, so I put on the L'Oreal Lash Paradise on my lower lashes to make them really long and crazy. Next, I'm gonna start contouring my face. I'm gonna start by going into that soft brown color, and I'm gonna be using my Makeup Geek rounded blush brush. I really am just gonna slowly go in and contour because I don't wanna do anything too crazy. I wanna be patient and have it look good. So I'm just gonna start with that in the hollows. And really I'm just using this as the guide. I'm gonna go in with darker colors obviously, but I just want this as the guide. And then I'm gonna pick up some Sketch and do the same thing. I wanna concentrate this kind of higher up and then have it fade down. And I want to keep this looking as natural as possible, so I'm blending it into my hairline as I go. And the lower I go, the softer my hand is going to be, because I don't want it to look like a muddled mess on my face. Okay, and then finally I'm going to take a teensy tiny amount of that Corrupt and do the same thing. Once again, just bringing a little more definition into those cheekbones and into that contour. This is what's really gonna carve out that cheekbone and make you look like you could cut a bitch. I went in with a little too much black on one side, and then I tried to even it out, and then it got a little crazy looking. So I'm just taking a little bit more soft brown to kind of tone it down. I'm also gonna go in with a little more powder here to kind of tone it down too, so I'm not too worried. So don't be worried if you think you've made a mistake, because you can always fix it. I'm gonna take this Morphe M460 brush with a little bit of powder and go in and carve out under that contour. And I'm just gonna let that bake for a minute. Okay, while that powder was baking, I went in with a little bit of NYX matte white eyeshadow and used that to clean up any places that needed a little extra powder where the RCMA powder just wasn't covering it. So down my nose to cover that flaky mess that was going on, and just a little bit of little small areas. And that really did the trick. I was gonna keep this really matte, but you know, I can't help myself. I gotta go in with a little bit of highlighter. I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in the shade Ice Cold. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on an eyeshadow brush and just put it on the tops of my cheeks. I think that'll help that contour kind of stick out a little bit. Not a lot, just to bring a little bit of highlight into my face, where the sun would hit the top of Wednesday Addams' face if she ever went out into the sun. I'm gonna take a smidge of black back under the eyes too, because I don't think I did that. Okay, and I think we're ready for the lips. To line my lips, I'm gonna use my Ardency in black eyeliner because I don't have a black lip liner, but it's okay. I really wanna use this just to outline the outside of my lips as a guide so that when I go in with the black lipstick, it doesn't make a mess. I'm not worried about being too precise with that because, like I said, I'm just using it as a very basic guide. And then over top of that, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Liquid Suede Metallic Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Go Rogue. Okay, and here is the finished Wednesday Addams Halloween look. I love the way that this turned out, but honestly it was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. That white foundation did not do me any favors. It was really hard to put on and really hard to set, and just a pain in the ass, but I'm glad I stuck with it because I really love the way that this turned out. I hope you do too. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more makeup looks from me, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.